It's about time you listen to the Shenmue AM2 podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Shenmue AM2 podcast. We're your hosts, Andrew, and oh my god, Matt, what's wrong with your foot?
My leg is broken in 3 places, and I'm part machine now, because there's a metal rod down through it.
In Rod we trust.
I have to trust in Rod, it's the only way I can walk.
We can rebuild him. Yeah, so what happened to your leg, Matt?
I was bouldering at the bouldering gym, and I fell in an uncontrolled fall, and I broke my leg. The doctors use the medical term, destroyed your leg. Yeah, one tibia, fibula break.
It's so hard not to say tibia, fibia.
I know. But, yeah, they had to put a metal rod down through there, so I'll never have an easy time in an airport ever again.
Do you know what you should have said happened to it?
What? Training?
No, you were at the port, and we were going to go to China, and then Chai stomped on a metal beam, and it fell, and you pushed me out of the way, and you kicked it, and you saved me and broke your leg in the process.
That's exactly what happened.
And I'm going to China without you now.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so we're...
I'm cool like Guizhang now.
Guizhang's not cool.
No.
I don't... Let's just debate here. Who's cooler, Guizhang or Rio?
Guizhang.
Yeah, definitely Guizhang. That goes without saying, I think. So we're here for episode out of 58, I think. I gotta stop just saying them, because
you always change them.
Yeah, we might end up getting them out of order or something. We had Adam Korlick on. We had a great chat with him, and it turned out to be the best chat at the worst time, because there was so much Shenmue news that happened immediately after.
Right.
But we still want to thank him for being on for an episode. This episode, we got a couple little topics to talk about. First one, Epic Games Store refunds.
People can have them, apparently. I don't know when, but apparently they can have them. And Epic is footing the bill.
Epic is footing the bill.
They're just bragging at this point. They're like, look how much money we have.
Well, Epic, their revenue is about $6.5 million a day.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
So they have the money to do it.
Don't they also own the Unreal Engine?
I think they do that as well. But it's good and bad. You have the right to ask for a refund. I still don't know if I would recommend doing it. Because it's about getting Shenmue, and we're still getting Shenmue.
Well, at least it's not going to hurt the developers necessarily, like directly. It's going to hurt goodwill for the next Kickstarter, which is going to fail, but due to many factors of eroding goodwill.
They're just working out the bugs this time around. Please, for the love of God, do not do a Kickstarter for Shenmue 4. Please, I'm begging you, please.
Everything that's happening, we can blame EaseNet, we can blame Deep Silver, we can blame Epic. Really, it's all Sega's fault, because they didn't fund this damn game in the first place.
Yeah,
they
Sega
had 20 years to do it.
20 years to do it. Yeah, it's actually Mr. Yukawa's fault. I don't even know if he's around or alive at this. He's probably still alive.
Curse him.
I hope he's not dead. If he's dead, I'm going to feel really bad about this, but I don't think he is. So.
He's going to rise from his grave.
Oh my God.
And walk across the ocean and get you.
Walk across
the bottom of the ocean.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, that you may not be entitled to a full refund depending on what your...
depending on if they already put your face in the game or made physical goods with your name on them or something.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So you're going to get $29 back, probably.
or $60 if you pledged for the physical, I assume, I hope.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people actually going through with the refunds.
How many PC backers were there? There was like 6,000 or 7,000 at most? Or no, it was like 4,000, wasn't it?
I think it wasn't a lot comparatively. I don't know if we'll ever know the exact amount because of the Slacker backer. But I don't think it's really as huge a thing as people are making it. It's unfortunately news because it's Shenmue. And everything Shenmue, we all blow out of proportion like we're talking about it right now on a podcast.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we just need to kind of take a breath for a minute. And that's coming from me, who I have a lot of, like, responses to everything.
You're always jumping the gun.
Yeah. Jumping the shark. I don't even know what that means. Something to do with the fonts.
You wouldn't. Yeah, you got that part right at least. Do you want to talk about screenshots?
Yeah, they released some screenshots. The one of Chai jumping on them, I don't know if that's actually happening or if that's a few things pieced together.
I don't know, it looks like he's about to murder them.
He's jumping from the moon.
He jumped straight down from the moon.
Looks good.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's sneaky that way, jumping from the moon.
I am strong!
I didn't burn up on re-entry. So yeah, he's that was good. I like the nighttime look of this game.
Yeah, this wasn't a sunset one.
Yeah.
I just noticed something. Scroll up. They're both at night. The picture of this and Lundi.
Yeah.
Lundi looks like he's almost awaiting Rio to show up.
Well, I think we saw this in a trailer, didn't we? This environment and him.
We definitely saw this environment
and him standing up from this seat as Rio comes in, I think.
Yeah, I really want to know what's going on in that room.
How can it not end right there? Like, just one must kill the other. Like, how does that situation resolve?
I think Lundi might kill Chai there. Maybe. I don't know. I just want Chai to die.
Yeah. And then there's another, like, marketplace, maybe, in the village?
Yeah, it looks alright.
Yeah. And...
we need to back up. We forgot something when we were talking about Epic.
What?
They kind of released a thing saying that Epic allowed them to meet all the Kickstarter goals.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the only Kickstarter goal that really wasn't implemented was the perspective system. And they just said they simply couldn't do it. And they kind of changed a couple things around as well. But overall, if they're able to put all of that stuff in, that's awesome.
Yeah, so...
Because it sounds like we were getting the fully fledged Shenmue 3. It would have been fucking great if they had just said this to begin with. We gotta keep these business deals private till we're forced to make them public to cover up something. So just fucking do it to begin with.
Yeah. So there's... Yeah, they originally had stretch goals from 7.56? Something.
No, I think it's just 7.5.
7.5 million through 11 million. They had rewards for all... not rewards.
Scroll to the bottom.
They had stretch goals for all those, and they weren't reached originally, but now with this new infusion of money, they're...
It doesn't say that the Magic Maze has been implemented.
No.
That looks like the only one.
Yeah. Maybe you just decided not to do that. It's like, I don't like magic mazes anymore. What was I thinking?
It's just magic corn. Magic maze souffle.
Oh, I get popcorn. It. Magic maze.
Picture of the arcade looks pretty damn promising.
There's a lot of arcade games in there, but how many of them are doubles?
Who cares?
And somebody pointed out that these arcades are like the exact same arcades that
Kid Nokon did?
Yeah, Kid Nikon or Nokon did. Yeah, in his unfinished Shenmue remake, he was making all by himself.
Space Harrier poster on the wall.
No Space Harrier game.
Golf simulator in the corner.
Oh yeah. Well, hopefully there's some fun games in there. It looks like the biggest arcade we've got yet.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Pumped. So those are the screenshots.
I think that one's out of order right there.
Oh, bastards. I want a refund. No,
that one's out of order.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting the fully fledged game that he intended. Again, I don't know why they just didn't say it to begin with.
Yeah.
Transparency is so key in Kickstarters. And do you know what's great about this? This is such a good learning experience for anyone that wants to put a game on Kickstarter in the future. You're going to learn so much of what not to do.
Yeah.
Or what to do if something does change. And I mean, we paid for this up front. Transparency, just do it. Just simply do it.
Oh, there's some stuff that got changed from the original pitch, too.
Yeah, the Baisha village is now a fortified castle area. So that just kind of sounds like he wanted to just kind of change things up.
Yeah.
And maybe, I don't know, just theoretically here, maybe he thought that the villages might all seem kind of similar.
Yeah.
If there was 3 of them. So to maybe put something different in, change up the pace, change the aesthetic a little bit.
I wonder what the village, Baisha village expanded character perspective system was. The one that could not be implemented, or could not be achieved in this game, it says. I wonder what that was.
I'm wondering if it was like seeing it like literally from someone else's perspective.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully they'll kind of say what it is.
They probably have in the past.
No, but I mean like in detail is maybe why they couldn't.
Oh, yeah. What else?
DLC.
Yeah, DLC was announced.
Day 1 DLC.
Yeah. Was it day 1 DLC?
Yeah. Pre-order stuff. So it's day 1.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant the season pass.
Well, that too.
Yeah. So, yes, there's pre-order DLC and season pass DLC. I think the season pass DLC was announced. Was it at E3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, right now they've confirmed that.
I just want to share before Matt starts. You know how when you get a message from someone and it will only show you like a preview of it? Well, when I read the message from Matt, I was barbecuing my supper and says we had messaged about it and it said, "Do you know what other successful Kickstarters have done? They gave that kind of stuff to free to their backers." End paragraph. That's all I saw. And then I opened the message and there's
bunch of examples.
Yeah, there's some very detailed examples. 3 more paragraphs to be precise.
Well, yeah, this is the issue. So they've confirmed that Kickstarter and Slacker backer people will not be getting the day 1 pre-order DLC or the season pass DLC. The season pass, a lot of people are upset that they paid so much money and they won't be getting that, but we were never promised that. That's okay. They're spending extra money, presumably making that. That's another source of revenue for them. But the pre-order DLC, it's like a scroll and an outfit. I really feel like the Kickstarter backers should get that. Like it cost them nothing to do that, to give it to us. And it's just a gesture of goodwill after all this, all the shit show that's been going on with this Kickstarter for the past few months. Like, just a little olive branch, it would have been nice. It cost them nothing, but no, they want us to, on top of our pledge we've already done, they want us to buy another copy if we want that pre-order bonus.
I'm assuming the pre-order bonus is going to be timed exclusive, because I imagine they will want to monetize it at some point in time in the future.
Maybe.
But for the love of God, who is making these decisions?
Yeah.
And I know we're going to get people like, oh, well, buying it is, contributing more money towards Shenmue 3 and Shenmue 4. Who gives a shit at this point in time?
They need to get some goodwill back from the community. They're really fragmenting their community with the way they're running things. And I don't know, if we felt like a big happy family at the beginning of this thing, and now it feels like they're alienating themselves from the community and just going, the corporate way, we made this happen. You guys wouldn't have got your corporate influx of money if the fans didn't make this the most successful gaming Kickstarter ever. throw us a bone.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you guys the examples that I sent Andrew of other Kickstarters and what they did for their backers and how they're appreciative of it. Like, so, there's another one on here that actually I backed, Half Genie Hero, Shantae. I keep turning that game on every once in a while, and I've got a new game mode. Like, I get all the DLC for free, and I don't believe that was promised when I backed it. And then there's A Hat in Time. They got all their DLC for, like, all the DLC for free. Shovel Knight, they got new content for free.
There was a lot of new content to Shovel Knight, too, wasn't there?
Yeah, and Hollow Knight, they're getting the sequel for free. And then the big one, Oculus Rift, the VR headset. That was originally Kickstarted. I don't know if people remember. All that was promised in the Kickstarter was that you would get a development kit. You would get the DK1. So people got that, and then a few years when they were ready to hit retail with the Oculus, they sent their original Kickstarter backers free of charge $700 worth of tech plus shipping and all that. They sent them the retail version of the VR headset for free as a thank you. Like, and we can't even get a fucking digital skin and move scroll. Like, as a thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's just a bad look. I don't want to, like, sound like I'm complaining, like, yes, it was never promised, but you guys have made so many missteps. So many. Stop making more. Like, just do something for your fans.
Yeah, the Epic Games refunds was like, okay, maybe they're smartening up.
That was the bare minimum they could do. Like, that wasn't a positive in their favor. That was evening out the negative.
Yeah, but still, like, it was steering the ship maybe in the right direction a little bit.
Yeah.
And then for something like this to come out, just, oh my god, like, you know how a lot of people are like, and I'm not comparing Donald Trump to Yu Suzuki here. I'm just going to use an example. A lot of people are like, Donald Trump should have a filter. Someone filtering what he says on Twitter. I have a feeling like, almost like Yu Suzuki needs something like that.
Well, I don't know how much. We don't know how much of this is his doing, really.
He is responsible, though, because they made the deal. At the end of the day, if you make the deal, you gotta, rein it in a bit. I feel like this would be a lot better if Saga was producing this.
Yeah, like I said, in the end, it all boils down to this is Sega's fault.
I want to kind of share a story. Anyone that's listening that reads the Walking Dead comic knows that all of a sudden just ended.
Yeah.
Like a day or two before the episode or issue 193 was being released, they said this is the final issue. It's a few issues long.
And they had even done up fake issues for 94 and 95 just to keep this fact a secret.
And like they had like a placeholder for 96 as well to like make like everything was normal, and here's the end. And no, I'm not going to spoil it, but like I like the ending. I had a couple little questions about it, but I almost wish that was going to happen with Shenmue. Does that make sense? Like, you
wanted to get to the end of Shenmue 3 and suddenly be like, oh, that's actually the end?
No, but I don't want them to tell us, like, Yu Suzuki's getting into Shenmue 6 talk now.
Oh, right.
And that's so fucking irresponsible.
Yeah.
Like, the Walking Dead ending, I was making plans in my head of, like, how am I going to... I figured there would... it ended at issue 193. I figured issue 200, when that comes around, I'm going to try to collect them all, because they did a bunch of variant covers for issue 100. And I had a plan, and none of that matters anymore because it's done. And I'm okay with it. This talk of going to Shenmue 6, like, there's so much wrong with it. I don't even know where to start. I came up with a comparison here. Here in St. John, New Brunswick, where Matt and I live, there was a real estate agent called Mark Mawhinney. He sells the city. Say it with me, Matt. No. Mark Mawhinney sells the city. Yeah. Thank you. He had great radio ads. And if you were selling a house, he was your guy. He was a great real estate agent. But he worked for Century 21 or Remax or whatever company it was. And then he went out and started his own. And then all of a sudden you didn't hear from him. He had spent a ton of money on advertising and just, it flopped. It completely flopped his business. He's a great real estate agent, but he can't necessarily run the business. End of it. And I think that's what is happening with Yu Suzuki a little bit. And it took almost nearly 20 years to get Shenmue 3. And he's saying it's not going to finish the story. That's, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. If you want to go into Shenmue 4, we'll probably get Shenmue 4. Because of this Epic Game Store deal, I think Shenmue 4 is guaranteed.
Even if Shenmue 3 does not sell that well?
I think there has to be some sort of long-term plan. And I say that even though I'm talking kind of negatively about everything that's happening. But I think there's some sort of long-term plan that is going to guarantee us some version of Shenmue 4. The fact that he's talking about going to Shenmue 5 and Shenmue 6 is ludicrous. Especially after all of the mistakes they're making. I don't think it's going to happen. And I know we're going to get the feedback of, well, he has a vision and he's a visionary. We don't want to compromise this. The ending of this story isn't worth shit if it never leaves his head. Right? If we never get it, what does it matter?
Yeah, that's true.
It's all good and well if he has it inside of his head, but if we never get to see it, there has to be some sort of compromise. We're talking about something that he had in his head in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
He needs to realize that it needs to come to fruition. We gave him the money to do it. Pony up and do it.
So, are you saying he should try to finish it with 4?
I think to go past 4 is ludicrous. Especially because we're running into another console generation as well.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? I just think it's dumb.
I was never under any assumption that I'd get to see the end of this story.
But
you know me, pessimist. I don't think we'll be getting another game after this one. So.
But you want to see the end of the story, right?
Oh, I'd love it, but I'm not expecting to see it. So I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not disappointed that it won't happen because I don't expect it to happen. That's just me being a pessimist again.
But I don't think.
But it saves me heartache.
I don't think in this scenario you're being pessimistic. I think you're basing it on an educated opinion.
Yeah, I guess realistic.
Yeah, and it just needs to happen. He needs to get it done in 4.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if he could do it and what sort of stuff he'd have to cut out in order to do it.
But it doesn't matter what he's cut out because we're not going to know the difference.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Only he's going to know the difference, and you know what? We've given him over $7 million to do this, and if I had have known all of the frustration I would have gone through, I still would have backed this, but I wish I could have just turned off my brain till we got it.
Oh, I forgot another little controversy that we never talked about, which was the trial version, the backer demo, basically, which is described as be the first anywhere to play Shenmue 3. That ain't true. We don't have it. Many, probably hundreds of people have played it now. No trial version in sight.
Yeah.
Be the first.
Assuming you're a Kickstarter backer and a member of the media that went to E3.
Yeah. Anyways, it's just bad all around. Please give us a digital skin and move for free. And we'll stop complaining.
Will we?
No. But I mean, it would help.
I almost find and we're still going to continue to do this, but it makes the podcast a little less fun for me too.
Yeah, when we have to cover these topics, yeah, it does. But when the game comes, we'll be talking about the game, and how much fun we're having, hopefully.
I did. I was in Fredericton, New Brunswick, and went to their Best Buy, and they had a PlayStation kiosk, and I did see the video there.
Nice.
I have a photo of me with it, and then I came back to St. John,
And it was
I
uploaded.
realized we have the video here, too, because I didn't think we had a PlayStation kiosk in our Best Buy for some reason.
Oh.
But we do. Sorry, I just kicked your leg there.
Oh, you broke it again.
To quote Owen Hart, I'm going to kick your leg out from under your leg. Rest in peace, Owen Hart.
So yeah, we angered a lot of people with our discussion today. There's a lot of people who are okay no matter what happens. They just want to play the game.
Just that dog sitting at the table. Everything is fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine.
Surrounded by fire. But that's fine if you want to be completely optimistic and positive and ignore everything that's peripheral to the game itself. That's fine. No, I'm not. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm legit saying that's fine. I don't have no problem with you people.
What do you mean, you people?
You people.
Yeah. Don't be mad at us.
If you are mad at us, send us feedback.
Yeah.
We wanna discuss. That's the thing with podcasts. You're listening to us. We're enraging you. You can't counterpoint us. You can't get back at us. Yeah, you can. Send us an email. What's the email?
Matt's personal Shenmue AM2 podcast at gmail.com. Leave comments on our YouTube channel. It bums me out that we're covering these topics, but yeah. Maybe
the next one will be good. The next news will be good news.
The Kickstarter updates are getting more frequent.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a plus. We'll put that in the old win column.
Yeah.
But I think that's it, unless you have anything else you want to add. So we can be found at Shenmue AM2 podcast at gmail.com. We're on YouTube. We're anywhere so you can download a podcast. Facebook page and a group. Join up. Hit us up on the Shenmue Dojo. Shenmue AM2 podcast or Shenmue AM2 pod? Shenmue AM2 podcast. Shenmue AM2 pod on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. We'd like to thank our sponsor this week,
Hong Kong Darts Association.
Not accepting new members.
Ever. Bye.
Bye.